Tomcat basketball action. Tonight's game brought to you locally by Kentucky Farmers Bank, Giovanni's Wholesale, Primary Plus, Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, Desco Federal Credit Union, Toyota of Ashland, Community Trust Bank, Members Choice, Food Fair, Metro Community Federal Credit Union, Ashland Milling Company, Kelly Galloway, Smith Goolsby, and McLeod's Body Shop. And now with all the play-by-play action, Tyler Rowland.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Ashland Tomcats basketball. We are coming to you live here from Paintsville High School, Bill M. Runyon Court. Quite a drive to get to Paintsville. We're here, the basketball team's here, and we're going to get the basketball season started here tonight. This will be the regular season opener for both Ashland and Paintsville, as the two teams have quite a history with each other. This will be the 51st meeting that the two schools have had. They have competed 50 times. Ashland has won 44 of those meetings, but that being said, they have sure had some big ones come into play, like in 1996, Paintsville was the team that defeated Ashland in the state championship game. The Tomcats have won two straight, including the most recent matchup on January 14th of 2017 when Ashland won 68-58 at home. And they were scheduled to meet in the 22 season, but it did not work out due to weather and some strong history around the both programs. I was going around earlier in the lobby just looking at some of the hardware out there, as Ashland has been a member of the KHSAA going back to 1917, Paintsville being a member going back to 1921. Paintsville will win their first region title in 1933. Let's say you've been with the 15th as far back as I know. But a couple of alums for Paintsville, Kentucky, honored over the weekend, and one in particular, John Pelfrey. And John, who played here in the late 1980s, coached at South Alabama, Arkansas, now in the 7th season as a head coach at Tennessee Tech, which his team would play the University of Kentucky. And, of course, John Pelfrey, why I mentioned him, one of the unforgettables, who had a memorable journey getting the program back from probation that happened in the late 1980s to being one of the elite college basketball programs again. And then you have some other guys, Todd Tackett, who was a member of the 1996 state championship team at Paintsville, who would go on to play under Tubby Smith. But at UK, J.R. Van Hoos, who won Mr. Basketball in 1998, would go on to play at Marshall, becoming a part of their Hall of Fame, and actually now is an assistant coach at Johnson Central, a team that we're scheduled to play later this year. And looking at the Tomcats, they're going to have quite a journey, to say the least, and a lot of it this is going to be a road warrior team, as they have, I believe, 22 of their games are on the road this year. So, and it starts this week. The first night being, of course, is about an hour drive to get to Paintsville. When you look, it was a pretty good drive over, peaceful drive. I like the area. It's a gorgeous area. Was able to put on the game despite some questionable weather today that thankfully cleared up. But it was a big drive. The Tomcats will have their first week this week, and they will open up here and then go on the road Friday, although not very far, to play against Fairview. Then Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll have their game against Lloyd Memorial, which will be played about probably 2.5, 3 hours down the road at Highlands, where the football team concluded their season. So they're going to be hitting the road early. The first home game will be next Tuesday. That will be against Boyd County. So that will be, and we'll have that for you here. But we're going to take our first break and come back. We're going to have Ryan Bonner, head coach of the Ashland Tomcats. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, Go Tomcats!
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank. Located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
With Ryan Bonner, head coach of the Ashland Tomcats, and 3 regional titles under his belt, along with 2 Elite 8 appearances in the state tournament. And Ryan, what a run, and excited to get this season off to a good start.
Yeah, very, very excited about this group. It's a very unique blend of personnel compared to what we've had in years past, just because I feel like we have superb athleticism at all 5 spots, and just a really fun team to watch, because I think this group just has a foundation of playing extremely hard. And I think when you have guys that just, at the end of the day, play their butts off, you're always going to have a chance to win.
We'll talk about 2 scrimmages: the Belfry scrimmage, which we had at home, and then the scrimmage against Shelby Valley. And talk about that, and first off, some things you saw from those scrimmages that you liked.
I saw growth between our first one against Belfry and then our second against Shelby Valley. Obviously, our one against Belfry was a much more controlled setting, to where we can really refine some things, half-court offense, out-of-bounds situations, things of that nature. But, right now, I love where we're at as a team. From start to finish, again, I think we have extreme athleticism, and again, we can put 5 guys on the floor that can all shoot, pass, and dribble, and it's just a very skilled bunch. But I love where we're at defensively. I was really pleased with our defensive effort against Shelby Valley. I think we forced 18 turnovers, so we were really getting after it and creating a lot of good early offense for us with our defensive intensity, and that's something that we're going to have to do night in, night out. And walking away from that scrimmage, I think more so than anything, I was pleased with our effort and intensity on the defensive end.
And what are some things that you're looking to take to the next level?
Just continuing to drive home the importance of getting defensive stops, playing extremely fast in the full court and transition, and then just playing with ultimate confidence. We are a very skilled bunch, but we also have a lot of youth. So I think getting the guys off our bench to be able to play with confidence, I think is going to be huge for us. And just understanding getting everybody on board and understanding the identity of this team. And you hear me talk all the time about defense, but it pretty much starts and ends with that for us.
And let's talk a little bit about the opponent tonight, Paintsville, coming in 19-9 last season, coached by Landon Sloan. He'll likely hit 150 wins this season. And then you have a team that has their top 3 scorers back, and they look like that they can do a number of things.
Yeah, and they've got great size in Woods and Ethan Cole, 2 really nice players. They got really good size, but they're also very skilled, good footwork. And then, they're returning a veteran point guard in Laufer who can handle it and run their offense, and they'll still get out and run. And, one of the things that really popped to me when I watched them last weekend against Huntington was their depth. He played near 10 guys in that scrimmage, and all of them contributed. So they've got great depth. They've got size. They check a lot of boxes. And, at the end of the day, it's just another program that has a phenomenal tradition and understands winning. And they have a great culture, and I think that's why this is such an awesome matchup for us. This season will mark the 30-year anniversary of the 96 state championship game between Ashland and Paintsville, which I think makes this matchup unique as well. And I'm really glad that we got this series going again. I think it's important for basketball in Kentucky.
It is, and interesting you say that. It's our 51st meeting between the two schools, and a lot of great matchups over the year. And talk a little bit about one part of the season, one part of our program that we're all missing, of course, and that is Dickie Martin. Talk about him and just what he means to you and to the program.
To me, Dickie just fully embodied the Tomcat spirit. I mean, he lived it, he loved it, and he breathed it, and it really resonated throughout our locker room. Anytime he walked into our locker room, it was all smiles. I loved his energy that he brought to every broadcast, and just his personality in general. We'll miss him dearly, and it's obviously everybody in the community is going to miss him and what he did for the community and what he gave us. But we're happy to see you carry that torch.
Yes, Dickie Martin, one of the all-time greats, and somebody who's a dear, treasured friend of us. And we're going to take a break and come back. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need for your yard. They offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven Flavor labels. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and happy New Year.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located 230 16th Street in Ashland. They serve old-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together. The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Welcome back to Paintsville, Kentucky, as the Ashland Tomcats get ready to compete here at Paintsville High School. The school founded in 1889. And the Tigers here, they're dressed in their home jerseys, white with blue trim, and Ashland in their road jerseys in their maroon with the white trim. We just had a women's basketball game that took place as Paintsville played. They played against one of their region rivals. They played against Floyd Central just now, and ended up losing that one by a score of 64-45. But and it was a good game most of the way. Floyd Central got out to a big lead early. Paintsville would cut it to 9 in the third quarter. The lead was as big as 15 in the first half, and then Floyd Central will pull away in the fourth. I say that because with Paintsville, their women's basketball team will be coming to James A. Anderson Gymnasium Thursday night, Lord willing, as they will take on the Kittens, who will open up their season. The Kittens under Coach Stacy Davis, who have had an awesome run as well. They've been in the state tournament 2 out of the last 3 years. What a job Coach Davis has done with her and Ryan Bonner, both the job that they've done. And the Kittens will open up against Paintsville Thursday night at home at 7:30. Friday they will play on the road against Fairview, the first of a doubleheader. At 6 o'clock, the boys will play at 7:30, and then they will have Pikeville at home. Pikeville, who's strung together a few 15th region titles in recent seasons. Pikeville, they will play Saturday at home at 7:30. So a great run for both the men's and women's teams at Ashland. We're looking forward to getting it started here. We have about 4 minutes to go until the opening tip. We're going to take one final break and come back here shortly. Tyler Rowland, you're listening to 97.9 The River.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be. Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
And we're back here from Paintsville High School. A couple minutes now until Ashland and Paintsville get ready to tip off. And Ashland coached by Ryan Bonner. And on the sideline with him, Brian LeMaster, Troy Lee Thomas, Tyler Dotson, Nick Miller, and, of course, the two very important figures to the program, Grant Francis, who helps manage the team, and the Director of Basketball Operations, Luke Mays. Meanwhile, Paintsville, their head coach, Landon Sloan, as the two teams are taking the court now, finalizing their warm-ups. And what a gorgeous night it is here. And want to give a couple of thank yous first off. As first off, want to thank Mark Maynard for help with the statistics. We help with, in particular, a couple of these numbers I needed on Paintsville with the all-time series. A big thank you to Mark Maynard for all his help this season. Want to also give a big thank you to Coach Conway, the athletic director, to my good friend Chris Pullum. Want to give a big thank you to him. Want to thank Brandon McClave for all he's done with Tomcats Nation, and want to give a Couple shout-outs. Want to shout out Chris Gregory and express appreciation of him. Want to also shout out Solomon Green, who's tuning in. Big fans of the program. Very impressive, honoring honors out to a couple fans here. One is attending 73. That's amazing. 73 home games in a row. So now Ashland ready to come out as they're introducing the lineups. So first off for Ashland, it's going to be for the Tomcats. It's going to be number 32, Caleb Clark, a 6'3 senior, and a special congratulations to Caleb Clark and to him. Clark, who is committed to Cumberland University in Lebanon, Tennessee. So big congratulations to him. But Clark, who averaged 11.9 points, 5.9 rebounds last season. Number 12, Drew Smith, a 6' senior, 10.7 points per game, 41.1% from behind the arc last season. Elijah Neal, number 3, a 6' junior, averaged 5.8 points per game last season. Justin Hughes, who's out there, who had a great football season, and Hughes, who is a sophomore, and Elijah Owens, a 6'2" freshman, coming out here for the Tomcats today. So meanwhile for Paintsville, it is number 11. That's going to Graham Schutz, the freshman. Number 15, Tucker Hale, the junior. Number 3, Anderson Lawfer, the 6' junior point guard, averaged 13.3 points per game. Also a 77.9% free throw shooter last year. Good on the line. You heard Coach Bonner mention him in pregame. Number 23, Ethan Cole, a 6'3 junior. Last season, their leading scorer, 19.7 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game. And number 1, Brock Woods in the middle, a 6'7 junior, averaged 12.7 points per game, 9.5 rebounds per game, practically a double-double last season. So here we go as Paintsville in their white jerseys with maroon trim. They're going left to right on your dial. Ashland in their maroon jerseys with white trim going right to left. That's going to be number 1, Woods, and number 32, Clark, tipping off at midcourt. And it's going to go back to Paintsville, who will start out with it. It gets deflected out of bounds by Elijah Neal. So the Tigers will open up with it first possession. That's going to be number 3, Lawfer, inbounding, as it's no score here so far in the first quarter, and he's going to have to take it full court. Drew Smith applying pressure. He gives it over to number 3, Lawfer. Running, he has it at the 10-second strike. He's pressured by Neal, picks up his dribble, gets it over to Woods. Woods looking, gets it back to Lawfer at midcourt. He drives into the lane. Lawfer floater up and off. Rebounded by Paintsville, though, and taken back. That's going to go over to Woods and inside. Woods has it. He's going to drive in, and a whistle blows, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Paintsville. So that's going to be against Brock Woods, number 1. That's going to be his first, the team's first. Here with 7:29 to go, first quarter, no score. Ashland ball. Paintsville going into a full court man-to-man, a sagging man-to-man more so. Neal has it now. He's guarded by number 3, Lawfer. The 2 number 3s going around as Clark comes up and sets a screen. Neal takes it to the far side, gives it over to Hughes. He's going to take it in. Hughes powers it up and gets called for a travel. So each team with the turnover here to start it out. First Tomcat turnover, as now it's going to be Paintsville ball, and they'll inbound it. And Owens goes for the steal, not able to get it, and it's taken down court, kicked out for a 3, and it's good. And number 0, that's Helton, who hits, actually Parker Helton, who is in there. Helton hits the 3 to start out, the 6' junior. It's 3-0 Paintsville, 6:56 in the first quarter. Smith drives, kicks it out to the far corner to Hughes. He brings it back up top. Hughes pitches it back, and Smith will reset the offense. Smith drives in the middle, takes the jumper, and it's off. Rebound tipped out, and it's going to go to Helton. He's going down court. Paintsville on the run. That's number 15, Hale. He drives inside, lays it up, misses it. Rebound goes out, and it's off of Ashland. so it'll stay with Paintsville. Ashland having a little bit of trouble on the boards early, I felt like, and that was something that was a problem for them in the scrimmage, as it's thrown off of Clark and inbounded to number 3, Lawfer, and he gets his first bucket. They threw that off the back of Clark. It landed in Lawfer's hands, and he laid it in. Neal drives the other way, misses the shot. Rebound goes to number 11, Schutz, the freshman, bringing it up. And he gives it out, and it goes off of Elijah Neal's leg, and it's going to stay with Paintsville. 5-0, 6:12 to go here in the first quarter. As Paintsville, 19-9 last year, but also a good record, and they returned their top 3 scorers. One of those, Lawfer, who has the ball at midcourt against Neal. Ashland in a tight man-to-man. Ashland doing what they did in the scrimmages, trying to jump the passes as Lawfer gives it over to the wing, and they go inside to Woods. He's going to post up Clark, go inside, get doubled, miss a shot. Rebound Owens, 5-0 Paintsville here in the first quarter, 5:50 to go. Owens gets called for traveling. I think he tried to make the move before catching it, lost some control of the ball a little bit, so it'll be second turnover going back to Paintsville here with 5:50 to go in the first quarter. They lead Ashland 5-0. Lawfer now running the point. He's guarded by Owens this time, and he'll bring it past the 10-second stripe. He gives it to Woods high post, pitch back to Lawfer, who drives and lays it in. So Anderson Lawfer with 2 of Paintsville buckets. They lead 7-0. 5:33 to go in the first quarter. Neal inside, over to Clark, misses a gimme. Rebound goes to Paintsville, and a whistle. A foul called against Clark, and that's going to be his first and the team's first. So 5:28 to go, first quarter at 7-0 Paintsville over Ashland. Lawfer to inbound now. Ashland switching to a 1-2-2 zone press. Almost a three-quarter court. Hughes at the top of it. And it's taken away by Hughes. He's going to go inside, put it up, miss it, and the rebound goes to Paintsville to number 11, Schutz. He has it, throws it down court. Schutz over to Lawfer. He tries the 3. It's off. Rebound to Paintsville, though. Put up and miss. Rebound to Woods underneath. He fakes, goes up, and it's 9-0 Paintsville. It's getting ugly early. And a lot of fire coming from Paintsville. Energy in the place is a timeout call. We'll be right back here shortly on 97.9 The River.
Our Kindred Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Griffith & File Drug, caring for the area's health for over 130 years. For all your prescription needs, visit Griffith & File in Canova. CF Restaurant Yours, making life's moments happen. 947 3rd Avenue in Huntington across from Pullman Square, or shop at CFRJewelers.com. And Thornhill Auto Group, your total automotive dealer for Buick, Chevy, Ford, Jeep, Lincoln, Mitsubishi, and more.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Neal down to Smith running the court. He misses. Tomcats cannot buy a bucket right now. They're playing a lot of one-on-one basketball, as now Paintsville has it. Lawfer will bring it up. He throws it inside. And a foul, and that's going to go. That will go against number 5, Owens, his first of the team's second. As Woods has it up top, he gives it over to Lawfer on the far side. Lawfer guarded by Neal. He'll direct traffic, double screen coming. Lawfer goes around it. He picks up his dribble. Ashland up tight, throws it out to number 0, Helton. Driving inside. And it's another bucket. Paintsville 11-0 with 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Ashland another turnover for traveling. I mean, Ashland is just playing careless right now. 4:09 to go first quarter. Third Tomcat turnover. Paintsville leading 11-0. As that's number 15, Hale with it. Tomcats take it away. Neal goes inside, puts it up, gets Ashland on the board. 11-2 now with 3:55 to go in the first quarter. And that's number 15, Hale, back over to Lawfer on the far side. They go to Helton. He drives, takes the mid-range jumper off. Neal gets the rebound. 5-on-3 the other way. Neal drives it inside, pitches it to Clark, who lays it up and in. Neal almost behind the back look, and he finds Clark 11-4, 3:32 to go in the first quarter. That's Hale driving inside, gives it to Helton, back up top. Schutz takes the three and misses. Rebound by Smith, 3:23 to go. Ashland down 7 in the first. Then Clark, extra pass to Neal. He drives it inside, gets fouled, and he will, let's see if they call it. They're going to call it in the act of shooting, so that will send Neal to the line. And that one's going to go against number 11. Schutz his first, the team's second. Here, 3:17 to go, first quarter. It's 11-4 as Ashland trails Paintsville. So Neal going to the free throw line, number 3. He has he misses the first. Neal, who was a 78% free throw shooter last season, 78.9%, one of the leaders on the team. Drew Smith, who led it at 81.6. But right now, Ashland just starting to come a little bit into their own, but just looks out of sorts early. Neal hits the second. It's 11-5 Paintsville. Ashland staying in that 1-2-2. Paintsville turns it over again. Starting to have a little bit of problems against that zone press, and Ashland will take it. That'll be Clark inbounding. 3:08 to go in the first quarter as Ashland trails 11-5. Tomcats right now on a 5-0 run. Paintsville will go man-to-man as Neal goes around the screen, drives inside, kicks it to the near corner to Hughes, and he misses the three. Rebound by Lawfer, and he gets fouled by Owens. I believe that is Owens, and that's going to be his second. So Owens has his second foul with 2:55 to go in the first quarter. The likely sub for the Tomcats, and that's going to be the case as number 30, River Lynch, checks in with 2:55 to go in the first. It's 11-5, Paintsville leading. They scored the first 11 of the contest now as Lawfer gives it over to number 12, Preston Sloan, who's checked in for Paintsville. Over to number 22, Colton Short, who's also checked in. And back up to Lawfer at the midcourt stripe. He's guarded by Neal. Ashland in a man-to-man. 11-5 Paintsville with 2:36 to go in the first. Driven inside by number 12 Sloan, and he's fouled by Hughes. So that's going to go against Hughes, and that's going to be his first, the team's fourth. Owens on the bench with 2 fouls as it's inbounded to Lawfer on the near wing. He goes against, pitches it into Woods in the post, back out for the three, and it's good by number 0. Again, that's Helton, his second three-pointer. Paintsville now leading 14-5. Smith inside, misses a shot. Rebound goes to Paintsville, and a foul by Neal. Short tried to bring it up. Neal just reached and fouled him there, and that's going to be the 5th foul on Ashland, so that's going to send Paintsville to the free throw line for 2 shots with 2:15 to go in the first quarter. It's 14-5 Paintsville as number 4 for Paintsville, Andrew Meeks, the junior, checks in. Out will go Woods for a breather. But right now, Paintsville looks in a good rhythm offensively. They have a lot of flow. They're being patient. They've had a little bit of trouble against the 1-2-2 press. For Ashland, though, Ashland just looks completely out of rhythm right now. As number 22, Short, is at the free throw line. His first one's up, and it's good. He'll have one more. First trip to the free throw line for Paintsville. Ashland 1 for 2 in that department right now. 15-5 Paintsville, 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Second shot by Short is off. Clark tips it, but it lands in the hands of Meeks of Paintsville. It's taken inside by Helton. He kicks it out to Lawfer, and he attempted a three, but walked with it. So that's fourth Paintsville turnover I have. 15-5 right now here in the first. Paintsville leading Ashland, and Lynch will inbound from the far sideline, the back court. Here with 2:09 to go in the first. Lynch, Paintsville picking up full court. He gets it to Hughes, and Hughes will attack, bring it back out, and give it to Neal at midcourt, who will set the offense up. 2 minutes to go. 10-point Paintsville lead here early. Clark on the far wing, drives it inside, goes up, and scores. He gets his second bucket. 15-7 Paintsville lead. as Wofford splits the press, goes underneath, misses the shot, rebound Clark. He's going to run with it. Clark down the other way, goes coast to coast, lays it up, misses, but draws the foul. Again, Clark a little bit out of control on that. Here with 1:40 to go in the first. The foul on Helton, his first, the team's third. Gets an opportunity at the free throw line, though. And now we'll have two coming up. Clark, who was a 72.6% free throw shooter last season, he'll hit the first. So Clark will get one more, 15-8 Paintsville lead with 1:40 to go in the first quarter. They scored the first 11 of this one so far. As Clark is ready, his second done. A big congratulations, Clark, who committed to Cumberland and Lebanon, Tennessee today. A big congratulations to him, as now it's 15-9, Paintsville lead. Ashland 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Paintsville against the 1-2-2. Lawfer over to Short and back to Lawfer. He goes against Clark, does Lawfer, takes it inside and underneath and gets fouled. And that's on Clark. And that's going to be Clark's second. So Clark and Owens, both for Ashland, pick up 2 fouls here early, and that's going to send him likely to the bench. That's going to be the case as number 1, Caleb Conway, comes in for the Tomcats. 1:23 to go in the first quarter. It's 15-9. Paintsville over Ashland as Lawfer goes to the free throw line. And we'll get one more. He missed that one. Just to block my view on that, but he missed the first. One more coming up for Lawfer and misses that one as Conway deflects the rebound over to Smith. Neal now running far sideline. Neal goes into the lane, spins, turns, goes up, and misses a shot but gets fouled. Ashland getting into the teeth of the defense and drawing some fouls early, but again, it's just a straight drive. That foul will go against number 0, Parker Helton. That's going to be his second and the team's fourth with 1:17 to go in the first quarter. So Neal will get to go to the free throw line. Neal went 1 for 2 earlier, and he's going to miss this first. Just a lot of one-on-one basketball from Ashland right now. As Helton goes out for Finland, and Neal's going to miss the second. Preston Sloan back in, number 12. Here with 1:10 to go, first quarter, 15-9, Paintsville lead. Ashland now in a 2-3. As that's number 22, Short against Smith. He's going to bring it out and give it over to Sloan. Deflected by Hughes, nearly taken away and knocked out of bounds. And that's going to be Lawfer inbounding it from under. Or no, I'm sorry, that's going to be. He's going to switch to Preston Sloan, who inbounds it from the near corner, and he lobs it up to Meeks, number 4. 54 seconds to go in the first. Paintsville up 15-9. Meeks on the near side against the Ashland 2-3, gets it over to Lawfer, lobs it over to Sloan, back over to Lawfer, far side, crossover, jumper, good. Anderson Lawfer with 6 now. 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's 17-9. Paintsville leading Ashland. Ashland with Caleb Clark and Elijah Owens on the bench with 2 fouls, and it's stripped out. Ashland, another Tomcat turnover. Paintsville down court. Lawfer lays it up but gets fouled. Missed it, unfortunately, but yeah, came rolling out of there. Lawfer had the defense beat, and he's going to have the chance to go to the line for 2 more. Lawfer will have 2 coming up, as that's going to be the foul going on Conway. As that's going to be now for Paintsville checking in, number 5, Cruz Howell. Paintsville going deep into the bench, and for Ashland, number 20, Jalen Strader, a freshman. And the second shot is good. Missed the first, made the second. So Lawfer now with 7 for the Tigers. 20 seconds to go. Strader running the point. He'll be guarded tightly by Lawfer. Strader into the lane, gives it out to Hughes. Open, decides not to take it. 12 seconds to go. See Hughes at 11, at 10, at midcourt at 9, at 8, drives in at 7, kicks it out. Strader's open at 5, misses it. Rebound deflected out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Paintsville. They'll have it with 2.8 seconds to go. They'll have to go to the length of the court. They lead Ashland 18-9, as it's going to be inbounded by number 5, Howell. And he's going to look. He throws it in. That's short. That has it. He's going to take it from midcourt at the buzzer, and he got it. Colton Short at the buzzer heaved it up from midcourt and got it. So Paintsville will go into the second quarter leading Ashland 21-9. That we will be right back. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
It's 21-9 Paintsville getting ready to start the second quarter here at Mike Runyon Court in Paintsville, Kentucky. And right now, I mean, it's just been execution. Paintsville has been in a good rhythm so far, but Ashland just not really able to get anything going. And to make matters worse, both Caleb Clark and Elijah Owens are on the bench with 2 fouls right now. 7:55 to go second quarter. Ashland starts out with the ball as Hughes has it up top. It's deflected out. Ashland, I have it 5 turnovers in that quarter. And that foul's going to go on. That's going to go on number 11, Graham Schutz. That's going to be his second for the freshman for Paintsville. With 7:51 to go here, the second, Caleb Conway has it up top, gives it back to Strader. He's going to take a jumper from the free throw line. Missed it. Rebound by Brock Woods. Loffer now bringing it up. Ashland will go back to a 2-3. For the Tomcats, it's Strader, Smith, Lynch, Conway, and Hughes. Paintsville, it's Loffer, Howell, number 11, Schutz. That's Meeks, and Woods is back in. Number 1, Woods is their big man at 6'7". 3 ball by Schutz. It's off. Rebound fought for and deflected. Goes back to Ashland. So now Neal coming back into the game. Out will go Smith for a breather as Paintsville now starting to pick up full court. Conway to inbound, 21-9. Paintsville lead with 7:17 to go here in the second. Paintsville opened up with the first 11. Ashland would cut it to 15-9, but then Paintsville would go on a 6-0 run. Half-court heave to end the first. Hughes will take it from up top, drive in, and get the bucket. So Justin Hughes on the board now, and it's 21-11. Paintsville in the lead with 6:56 to go in the second quarter. Woods at the top, the middle of the zone, gives it back out to Meeks. They go to Woods in the middle. He's going to post up against Conway, go up, and Conway will get called for the foul. Conway tried to get Woods called for traveling, but that will be Woods instead going to the line, and now Conway going to the bench with 2 fouls. So Woods will attempt his first free throw. That one's going to go in and out. Woods, who shot 70.4% last year. Or Conway will stay in, actually, at the moment. So Conway, Owens, and Clark with 2 fouls. As number 11 Schutz, number 22 Short back in for Paintsville. Short to get that half-court heave at the end of 22-11. Tigers now as Woods hits the second free throw. Conway will try it from downtown, misses. Neal underneath and gets fouled. So that's going to be on number 11, Schutz, and that's going to be his third. So Graham Schutz will likely, and that's going to be the case as Coach Sloan puts in number 15, Tucker Hale. Neal will go to the free throw line. He was a 78.9% shooter last year, but tonight is 1 of 4. He'll hit the first, though. 2 one more coming up for Neal. It's 22-12. Paintsville leading Ashland, 6:37 to go here in the second. So Neal, his second shot. That one's going to go in. So Neal with 5 now. It's 22-13 Paintsville with 6:34 to go here in the second. Ashland now extending that 2-3 zone a little bit. Meeks up to the far side to Lawfer. Over to Meeks. Him and Lawfer play pitch and catch up top against the zone. And it's deflected out. And Neal comes crashing into me over here with 6:21 to go in the second. Good hustle by Neal trying to get the loose ball. Now it'll be Paintsville, though, will have it as number 4 Meeks will inbound. He'll give it into Lawfer at the midcourt stripe. Ashland staying in that 2-3. Over to short, number 22. Back to Lawfer. Over to short on the far side. Back over to Lawfer. He's going to drive, take the mid-range shot. Might have been partially deflected. Neal has numbers if he can hurry. Neal gets down court, puts it up and in. Neal now with 7, 22-15. Paintsville leading with 5:59 to go here in the second. Lawfer against Smith up top. Over to short at the mid-court stripe. Over to Meeks on the wing. He drives, a little floater up. It's going to bounce off and back in as Andrew Meeks gets his first bucket. 24-15 Paintsville. Smith at midcourt brings it out. And Neal directing him. Smith will drive inside. Goes up, takes the floater, misses it. Rebound to number 15, Hale. He's going to go the other way, and Ashland deflects, gets it back. No, that's going to stay. That's going to stay with Paintsville. Deflected off a Paintsville player, but again, my vision could have been obstructing Paintsville basketball as Sloan will inbound from underneath the bucket. He'll lob it back court, and this time throws it away. So now 24-15, Ashland will have the ball. They trail by 9 with 5:30 to go in the second as Smith will inbound it. They have 94 feet to go. Neal will take it, but Paintsville looked like they were going to pick up some pressure, but they drop back. Neal at midcourt. Smith sets a screen. Neal goes around, drives inside. Conway's open for 3 from the far corner, and he got it. Caleb Conway, his first bucket. It's a big one, 5:13 to go. First in the second, first 3 for the Tomcats. Here in the second quarter, they trail 24-18. As Hale has it up top. Hale to Lawfer near the midcourt stripe, and a timeout called by Paintsville. We're going to take it as well. It's a 30, 24-18. Paintsville leading Ashland. 5:02 to go in the second. We'll be right back.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank, located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Paintsville inbounds it from the far side. They're going to go to Lawfer. He gives it inside to Woods, and he goes up and scores. Woods now with 5 for Paintsville. It's 26-18. Ashland goes down the other way, and Hughes turns it over. That's 7th Tomcat turnover. That one goes out. It's going to stay with Paintsville. But to be fair, Paintsville's turned over plenty too. Paintsville now will have it 26-18. They lead with 4:30 to go as number Z in the second. Number 0, Parker Helton, checking in for the Tigers. And out will go number 12, Sloan, as now Hale will inbound from the far side. He inbounds it to Anderson Lawfer at midcourt. Ashland staying in that 2-3. Owens and Clark on the bench with 2 fouls. Conway out there in the middle of that zone with 2 fouls. as Lawfer gives it over to Short up top against Neal. Short over to Lawfer on the wing. Here, Paintsville leading by 8 here in the second with the basketball. As Hale goes back to Woods, who has it on the top wing. Woods picks up his dribble. Ashland pressuring. He finds a way to get it to Hale. Back over in the corner. They go back to Woods in the post. He's going to bring it out. Lobs it to the near side to Lawfer. He's guarded by Smith. He'll bring it back out. 3:50 to go in the second. It's 26-18 Paintsville lead. Hale inside, they go to Woods. He's going to go. They're going to double him. And crowd wants to travel. And it's turned over. Smith drives inside. Smith goes up. Reverse lay-in good. His first bucket. 26-20 Paintsville leading. 3:32 to go here in the second. As Short up top gets it in high post and back to Woods. Back out. 3-ball by Hale is no good. Rebound to Smith. He's going to drive inside. Smith goes up. Misses a gimme. Rebound by Woods. And then Paintsville down court. Jumper by Lawfer mid-range is off, but he's fouled. See, that's on, and that's on Conway. And that's going to be Conway's third. Conway got him on the arm just as he was going up. So Conway will likely come out, but Conway on the bench with 3. Clark and Owens on the bench with 2 for Ashland. On the other side, Schutz is on the bench with 3 as Meeks coming in for Paintsville. Owens coming back in for Ashland. Owens, who has to be careful, 2 fouls he has as the first one's good by Lawfer. He's going to get one more, so Lawfer, his second shot. And that one will be good. Lawfer with 9, Ashland basketball. Neal's going to take it down court, go inside, spin, turn, go up and get it. So Neal will, and now with 9 himself, 28-22 Paintsville leading with 2:53 to go the first half. Owens, deflects it nearly. Had to be careful. Neal takes it away. He's going to go coast to coast, puts it up and in. Neal with 11, 28-24 Paintsville, 2:40 to go in the second quarter. Paintsville scored the first 11, and Ashland has not led at any point. As Woods has it in the high post, gives it back to Lawfer up top, behind the three-point arc. Far side over to Hale. They're going to give it back to Lawfer, who drives in, and a foul called. And that's going to go against Conway, who's still in. That's his 4th. Not Conway. So Conway with 4 fouls is going to the bench. Now I thought Owens didn't think he was getting Conway. My mistake. As now River Lynch, number 30, coming in. That's the 3rd team foul on Ashland here in the second. Paintsville with 2 right now. So this one's lobbed up to top to Woods, who's guarded by Smith. Over to Lawfer on the far side. Lawfer guarded by Lynch. The Ashland staying in that 2-3, extending it a little bit. Meeks on the near side. Flip back over to number 15, Hale. And back over to Meeks. He gives it inside to Woods. And Neal will get called for a blocking foul. Ashland's 4th. Woods at 6'7", has a strong build like a football player. And a lot of length, too. So now Neal with 2. Neal, Owens with 2, along with Clark. And Neal and Owens are both out there. It's a 3 by Paintsville off. Rebound by Hughes. He gets it to Neal, who drives inside. Hook pass underneath to Owens. And they're going to say Owens was on the end line. Or no, they're going to say he was fouled. It's good to, I believe 8 turnovers for Paintsville now as number 20 Strader checking in. And out will come Neal. Neal, Clark, and Owens on the bench with 2 fouls as they inbounded underneath. Finds Owens for the lay-in. Or Owens is still out there, my mistake. So it's Owens, Strader, Smith, Hughes, and Lynch on the court for the Tomcats now. As Meeks has it up top, gets it to Woods high post and back up to Lawfer. 28-26, 1:39 to go in the first half. That's handled by Meeks on the side. Back over. Sloan has it, who's back in from Paintsville. He takes a jumper and connects. Preston Sloan, Paintsville, a lot of subbing here. Smith for Ashland's going to go inside, go up and score. To Drew Smith, his second bucket, 30-28 Paintsville. 1:17 to go in the second half, or first half. As now it goes inside by Wofford. Smith with the rebound, takes it inside against Woods. Misses it. Woods tips it to himself, securing the rebound. Ashland just a lot of, well, I know they want to utilize their athleticism, but a lot of one-on-one basketball this half. Wofford now holding it up top. Lobs it over to Sloan at midcourt. He's in no rush. 52 seconds to go in the second quarter. Understandably so, of course. Sloan guarded by Strader, who extends a little bit. Wofford now guarded by Smith. And Strader tries for the deflection, not able to get it. Sloan will come down. 39 seconds to go. 30-28 Paintsville as Woods has the ball behind the three-point stripe. He'll give it back out to Sloan, who lobs it over to Wofford on the far side. Back over to Sloan. 28 seconds to go. Paintsville trailing or leading by 2. Sloan at midcourt now, guarded by Strader. Ashland extending that zone a little bit, but not really applying any pressure. Woods comes up and sets a screen for Wofford. 14 seconds to go. Sloan has it, gives it up top to Wofford, and back over to Sloan at 9. Sloan against Strader. And Sloan at 5, at 4. Sloan drives at 3, at 2, goes up and misses. Lynch with the rebound. It's deflected out. Paintsville gets it, but the clock runs out. So at halftime, Ashland trails Paintsville 30-28. We're going to be right back. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
This might be the busiest time of the year. So much going on. So let Jim's Steak and Spaghetti take one thing off your mind. What to eat. Enjoy Jim's one-of-a-kind spaghetti, haddock fish, famous homemade pies, and now introducing the West Virginia hot dogs. Dine in, order online, and have it delivered. It's good food fast at Jim's Steak and Spaghetti, 920 5th Avenue, downtown Huntington. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 5th Avenue, Huntington, or jimspaghetti.com.
Hey, it's Big John here. We're with Parlor Sue's Junk. Got to talk about Christmas.
Santa and Christmas are coming to town here at Sue's. We've got Christmas trees in the box. We've got brand new ornaments in the box. Not only Christmas decor, your Christmas gifts. Sue's is always that one-stop place to come and get those unique gifts for somebody, or even a gift card for that hard to buy for a person.
Visit Sue's Junk, 459 Camden Road, Huntington.
With the Greater Huntington Candy Cane Trail, it has never been sweeter to shop local for the holidays. Download the free Greater Huntington Candy Cane Trail mobile passport at huntingtonchamber.org/trail to access exclusive offers at your favorite businesses. Earn points by checking in and redeeming coupons as you slay your way through the trail to win prizes, including a $1,000 grand cash prize. Download the pass at huntingtonchamber.org/trail. Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back. It's 30-28 Paintsville at halftime, and honestly, we ought to be thankful it's not a lot worse right now because Ashland has really not played well this half, to say the least. 1 3-pointer, have them at 8 turnovers right now, just not doing a good job hanging on to the basketball. They've been able to utilize their athleticism, but just not they're doing a good job getting penetration, but there's just not a lot of ball movement going on in this half. Meanwhile, Paintsville is they're playing fast at times. They're running, but they're keeping the tempo under control. They're playing more control. They're doing a good job moving the ball around. Right now, with the statistics, it's Anderson Lawfer leading the way for Paintsville. He has 9. Parker Helton, and Lawfer number 3. Parker Helton, number 0, has 2 3-pointers for them with 6 for him. Number 1, Brock Woods, has 5, their big man, and number 22, Colton Shorts, hit a half-court heave to end the first quarter to make it 21-9. And then Andrew Meeks, Graham Schutz, and Preston Sloan all have 2 for Paintsville. They're hitting right now in foul trouble. Schutz has 3 for the Tigers. Meanwhile, on Ashland's side, Neal has 11. Neal's been able to get deep into the teeth of the defense. Clark has 6, but he's been on the bench in foul trouble most of the half. Smith has 4. Conway has the team's lone 3. Owens and Hughes have a bucket. We'll take another break and come back and talk a little bit about the game. About just over 6 minutes to go until we resume action. We'll be right back on 97.9 The River.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Text help for help. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications that are all over the news, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie, and if you qualify, you can get medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1s at 80 to 90% savings without insurance, all 100% online.
Wait, I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No long wait at the doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide and tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, for 80 to 90% less and shipped direct to your door.
Amazing. How do I get started?
Just send them a text.
Text SLIM to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic for 80 to 90% less, 100% online. Don't wait. Text SLIM to 797979 right now for your exclusive offer. Text SLIM to 797979. That's SLIM to 797979.
These statements and products have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA for weight loss.
Here's another Kindred Communications Community Chatter. Coalfield Development's creative placemaking program, inviting the community to celebrate the holiday season at West Edge Factory's Holiday Market. This will be on Saturday, December 6th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
This Kenner Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Buckeye Hills Career Center. Award-winning programs in Rio Grande, Ohio. Learn more at buckeyehills.net.
Lawrence County Developmental Disabilities provides vital services for individuals with special needs and their families, offering care and peace of mind every step of the way.
And it's just an amazing service that Lawrence County has. And we're lucky that we have it, and people struggle, and they need services like this.
Learn more about the difference Lawrence County Developmental Disabilities makes for our community at lawrencecountydd.org.
Going back to school is a big step, but you're not alone. At Collins Career Technical Center, your success is our success. From financial aid to career support, we're with you every step. You're part of a team of students on the same path, facing challenges together. And when it gets tough, we've got your back. Because when you succeed, our whole community gets stronger. Let's take the next step together. Visit collins-cc.edu to learn more. At Collins Career Technical Center, it's not just you, it's us.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland.
Join Santa Claus
cause for a festive morning at the Rotary Club of Huntington's Breakfast with Santa, Saturday, December 6th from 8 to 1 p.m. at the Campbell County Public Library. Tickets are available for just $10 with all proceeds benefiting the Rotary Club of Huntington. Enjoy pancakes, holiday crafts, and pictures with Santa, Saturday, December 6th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Campbell County Public Library. Breakfast with Santa is presented by Kindred Communications, GoMart, Metro Community Federal Credit Union, and Tri-State STEM Plus M.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're back as we have about 1 minute to go until the start of the second half. We want to take the opportunity to speak to in memory of Don McReynolds. And Don, who was heavily involved with the Ashland program for many years, was one of the I didn't have him as a teacher, but he was at Verity Middle School when I was there in 01-02. And Don McReynolds, who is a longtime dedicated fan, a sideline photographer for Ashland, and he passed away Friday. And he helped out as a coach, and in particular had ties with Mike Manley, who was the football team's head coach in 1980, led the team to a 9-4 record, and that was his lone season for the Tomcats, as he would go back to Morehead State, or he would go to Morehead State to be the quarterbacks coach that next season. But a big thank you to Don McReynolds for everything. Pray for his family. We are getting ready to start the second half, and Ashland down 30-28. Say what you will, Neal has 2 fouls, Owens has 2 fouls, and Clark has 2 fouls, Conway has 4 fouls. So, there you go. But at the same time, Ashland they're not playing good basketball right now. So that's all I can say. Ashland, I think, just not playing good team basketball at the moment, as Woods will inbound to Lawfer. Paintsville having it, going left to right starting the second half. Ashland will go right to left. Ashland out in a 2-3 for the Tomcats. That's Smith, Owens, Neal, Clark, and Hughes on the court. 3 ball is airballed and out for Paintsville. That's going to go out of bounds. So now Neal will bring it up court. Ashland is not tied. Ashland is not led tonight. Paintsville scored the first 11 as Clark drives it inside, kicks it out to Hughes, far corner. He drives, lays it up and in. Tie ball game. Hughes with his second bucket. It's 30-all, 7:28 to go in the third. Lawfer at midcourt against the 2-3, gives it over to number 15, Tucker Hale. It's Lawfer, Hale, number 11, Schutz, number 0, Helton, and number 1, Woods. Lawfer drives inside, takes the turnaround jumper, it goes. Lawfer now with 11 for Paintsville. They take a 2-point lead, 32-30, 7:03 to go here in the third. Neal with it against Schutz up top. Clark comes up to set a screen. Neal attacks the basket, goes up, lays it in. Neal turns on the Jets. Ashland looking to turn the pace up a little bit as Schutz has it. He's going to give it inside. Lawfer posting up. His jump hook good. So putting the point guard in the post a little bit. Lawfer with 13 for Paintsville. Smith down the other way. 19 turnover for Ashland. Paintsville, Lawfer drives. Reverse lay-in's good. Lawfer with 15. It's 36-32 Paintsville. Ashland down court to Clark. We have a track meet going on. He lays it in. Clark with 8, 36-34, 6:20 to go in the third. Lawfer against the 2-3 zone. Neal deflects it out. He's going the other way. Neal against Woods inside. Deflected out, and Woods gets called for the foul. So now Neal will get 2 shots. He hits the first. Neal, who only hit 1 of his first 4, but then went 2 for 2 on his last trip. He's going to have 1 more coming up. So now Neal 36-35. Paintsville leads 6:15 in the third. Neal's second shot, nothing but net. And it's tied at 36. Neal's been the only one to the line for Ashland. He's 5 for 8 in that department. Ashland the 1-2-2. Lawfer now has it up top. He's guarded by Neal. Gives it over to number 15, Hale. Ashland drops back to the 2-3. Lawfer in the middle. Dips it underneath the Woods. And that one, Woods stepped out. No, he's going to get called. And that's going to be Owens picking up a foul. That's going to be his 3rd foul. Again, my view is obstructed on that, but it looked like Woods lost the handle on it and went out. But either way, that's Owens' 3rd foul. Owens with 3, Conway with 4. Shuts inbounding underneath. They go inside to Woods. He goes up from underneath, gets it. So Woods now with 7. As Neal to Smith down court. Smith cut off, back up to Neal up top. Tried to get to Smith to the bucket. Neal, as he goes inside, Clark underneath. Stripped out. Wow. No call on that. The crowd not happy with that is now Neal. So Clark, wow. As they go at high post, Clark back to Neal and over to Smith. Up top, Smith drives it inside, goes around to Hughes. Hughes attacks. Hughes goes up, misses a shot. Thought he got bumped on that. Ball back out to Neal, though. Ashland Neal inside. Goes up and scores. Spins around, gets the lay-in. And now we're tied at 38. 5:14 to go here in the third quarter. Lawfer over to Schutz and back over to Hale on the wing. Hale guarded by Neal up to, back over to Schutz. Inside to Lawfer. He goes inside. Then back out. Paintsville attempts the 3, misses. Lawfer and Clark fight for the rebound, and it's going to stay with Paintsville. Goes out of bounds, but the pace is picking up a little bit. Ashland is just looking to really push the tempo this half. 4:56 to go in the third. We're knotted at 38. Ashland's never led. Paintsville scored the first 11 of the game. Schutz on the far side. Back up top to number 15, Hale. And over to number 3, Lawfer. He drives inside, takes the jumper. And Lawfer now really heating up this half. He has 17. 40-38, Paintsville lead. 4:35 to go second half. Smith takes it down, drives inside, turns it over. 10th Tomcat turnover. Paintsville, though, turns it back over. And Neal goes down court, turns it over again. As Lawfer has it on the corner, drives inside, it's blocked by Hughes. Out to the corner goes Paintsville. They go into Woods, who's positioned underneath. Misses a chip shot, gets his own rebound, though, and puts it up and in. Woods now with 9. It's 42-38 Paintsville with 4:04 to go here in the second half. Or 4:04 to go here in the third. Neal running the point. He's going to be met by Lawfer at the 3-quarter point line. Neal drives inside, goes up, misses the shot, but gets fouled. Good sportsmanship from Woods helping him up, as now that's going to go send Neal to the line. So that's going to be they're going to call that foul. I thought Woods got it, and they're going to call it on Helton. So number 0, Parker Helton, and number 11, Graham Schutz for Paintsville each have 3, but Ashland has Owens with 3 and Conway with 4. Neal to the line for 2. It's 42-38 Paintsville with 3:54 to go in the third. He's going to hit the first. Owens coming back in for Ashland. He has 3 fouls, has to be careful. Out will go Smith. Smith with 4 so far here tonight. Neal with 18 now. He has 1 more coming up. It's 42-39 Paintsville. 3:54 to go in the third. And Neal gets the second. He has half of Ashland's points, if I'm calculating that right. Ashland back to the 1-2-2 zone. As number 22, Short has it. 1-2-2 trap, that is. Short has it thrown off of Hughes' foot and out, deflected out. So that will stay with Paintsville as they lead Ashland by 2 with 3:41 to go in the third quarter. That will be inbounded by number 4, Meeks, far side. He's going to inbound. He slaps and he looks, gets it into Woods. up top. Woods against Clark. Gets it over to number 22, Short. Short against River Lynch, who's checked in. Over to Woods. Back over to Schutz. He's open for the jumper, and he misses it. Woods underneath. And they're going to call it jump ball. But that's going to give it back to Ashland, who has the possession there. Our first situation tonight. Woods complaining. I thought Woods might have gotten away with an over the back there. So 3:25 to go in the third. It's 42-40. Paintsville over Ashland. Neal brings it up. He's going to attack the basket. Neal, and whistles blow. A foul called, and that's going to go against number 15. That's going to go against number 15, Tucker Hale, his first. And Neal will inbound from underneath the bucket for the Tomcats. Paintsville with 3 team fouls right now. Ashland with 1. Neal inbounds. He gets it to Lynch. He takes the triple off. That would have given Ashland their first lead. Rebound to Short. Hale rushes in, and it's kicked out of bounds by Neal. Number 3, Lawford, checking back in for the Tigers. Out will go Schutz. It's Lawford, number 15, Hale, number 22, Short, number 1, Woods, and number 4, Meeks on the court for the Tigers. They do a lot of subbing in and out. As now Meeks open in the corner and missed the triple. Woods there to get it, though. He's guarded by Clark. Woods is going to post him up. Woods one-on-one to the bucket. Doubled and misses the shot. Gets his own rebound. Goes against Clark. Misses a gimme. Clark comes down with the rebound. 2:47 to go. It's 42-40. Ashland trailing Paintsville. Clark drives inside. Count it! And the foul for CC. He's going to get the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play with 2:43 to go here in the third. It's tied at 42. Smith checking in now for the Tomcats. Out will go Lynch. That's the 4th Paintsville foul. That's the 3rd on number 1, Woods. So Woods, number 1, Stutz, number 11, and number, let's see, there's one more that has 3. Number 0, Helton, have 3. Clark misses the free throw. Hughes under there to get it. He goes up, and he gets fouled. Or no, they're going to call that a jump ball. That is going to give it back to Paintsville. Wow. And Paintsville throws it in. Hughes steals it, but throws it back to Meeks. Meeks down court, over to Woods. He has it up top and gives it back up top to Hale, number 15. And over to number 3, Lawfer at midcourt. Lawfer guarded by Smith. Double screen coming. Lawfer drives inside against Clark. Reverse lay-in. It's going to roll in. He's good. Lawfer, number 3. He has 19 now. Smith the other way. Lays it up and in. Tied up at 44. 2:12 to go in the third. Ashland has never led tonight. Meeks over to Hale on the far side. Hale guarded by Smith. Over to Lawfer. He's going to drive it inside. Neal tried to steal. Didn't get it, and Lawfer now with 21, 46-44 Paintsville. Neal the other way, goes up and scores. It's turning into a track meet, and we're knotted up. And 1:49 to go here in the third at 46. Ashland 1-2-2 zone. Full court trap coming. Meeks drives it inside. Meeks goes up, misses. Rebound by CC. He comes down, gets it over to Smith. Far side, Smith takes the 3. Got it! First lead of the night for the Tomcats, 49-46. 1:27 to go in the third quarter. Smith from about 25 feet back, but Lawford's going to drive the other way. And they got the bucket, and they're going to... The whistle was substitution. So he did get the bucket, though. Lawfer just took it right down and scored. Lawfer I have now at 23 for Paintsville as they trail Ashland 49. It's 49-48, 1:16 to go. Ashland took their first lead off of a Drew Smith 3. As now Neal over to Hughes. He drives. Hughes goes up, scores. Justin Hughes with 6, 51-48, 1:03 to go in the third quarter. Lawfer turns it over. Owens down court. Hughes drives inside against Woods, lays it up and in. Justin Hughes has 8. Ashland with a 53-48 lead with 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Chris Pullum, I know you're watching it. You got to be happy too. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven Flavor labels. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year.
Save big money in your next project right now at Menards, your plumbing headquarters. Put the finishing touches on your kitchen with a faucet from Moen. Moen products are built to last. The Adler kitchen faucet includes a side spray to make cleanup simple and comes in a spot-resist stainless finish. On sale now through December 7th. View our entire selection of Moen faucets on Menards.com. Plus, check out our weekly flyer for other great deals happening this week.
Season's greetings to you all from Menards. Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ashland took their first lead, 49-46, and now leads 53-48. Right now, the foul situation, Paintsville has 4 compared to 1 for Ashland. The possession arrow is with Ashland. Foul trouble right now. Owens has 3. Conway has 4 for the Tomcats. For Paintsville, they have number Helton, Stutz, and each have 3. As Ashland back in the 1-2-2. They go down court. Lawfer drives inside against Clark. Misses Clark, and that goes out of bounds off Woods. That's going to go back to the Tomcats. Caleb Clark to inbound now. Neal motioning the team back as he's going to be guarded by Lawfer full court. Yeah, that Lawfer kid can flat play. As now Neal, and of course Neal can too. Neal having a great game as he gives it back. CC fakes the 3 against Woods. Drives inside, fakes, goes up and scores. Clark with 12, 55-48. Ashland leading, 26 seconds to go here in the third. Sloan with it, he's double teamed. Back to the near side to Lawfer. He's doubled now, back over to Sloan. They go inside they go to the wing, and Hale brings it back out to Lawfer. Lawfer over to Sloan, guarded by Hughes. Sloan over to Hale. He drives, cut off by Hughes, feeds it inside, turns it over. Hughes at 2 at 1. Can he get a shot off at midcourt? He does and nearly made it. But that's going to do it for the third quarter. Ashland leading 55-48. We're going to take a break and come back on 97.9 The River.
Ladies, prioritizing your health starts with Marshall OBGYN. From screening exams to disease prevention to management of reproductive problems, our team offers a complete range of services for women of all ages. Thinking about growing your family? Marshall OBGYN's physicians are experienced in providing you the support you need for normal or high-risk pregnancies in a friendly, family-oriented environment. Learn more at marshallhealth.org/OBGYN.
Greenup County Public Library would like to invite you to visit a branch near you during the holiday season. While the children are out of school for Christmas break and looking for something to do, take a trip to visit the Greenup County Public Library at the Flatwoods, McKell, or Main Branch in downtown Greenup. And a library card would make a great stocking stuffer. Get the gift of reading and learning with a library card from the Greenup County Public Library. Merry Christmas from the Greenup County Public Library.
The Tomcats play here, 97.9 The River.
We're back. Ashland taking a 55-48 lead going into the fourth quarter. The Tomcats trailed 11-0 starting this game out. They got hot in the third quarter. Smith would hit a 3 to get his 9th point to put the Tomcats ahead 49-46, giving them their first lead of this one. Neal to inbound at midcourt, and he'll give it to Clark, back to Neal. And he's going to bring it up. He's guarded by Lawfer. Ashland leading by 7 right now. A lot of basketball left, though, over to Neal on the wing. He draws Woods away from the basket. Clark attacks. He's going to drive inside. Out, and a foul call. And that's going to go. That's going to go against Woods. And that's going to be Woods' 4th. So Brock Woods, number 1. Woods, who averaged a double-double at had 12 and 10 last season, now with 4 fouls. And that's going to send Caleb Clark to the line. Clark with 12 tonight. He was a 72.6% free throw shooter last season, but he's going to miss the first player other than Neal tonight to shoot a free throw. Neal and Clark, yeah, they've been the only two to shoot one. Clark, though, gets the second, so Clark now with 13, 56-48 Ashland, 7:39 to go in the third. As Stutz gives it over to Sloan on the near side against the 1-2 zone trap. They go to Woods and inside to Wofford. He turns it over. 12th turnover for Paintsville. Clark the other way, maintains his balance, misses the shot. Rebound goes out. Owens gets it. It goes over to Woods, and he gets fouled. And that's going to go against Clark. That's going to be his third. So Clark with 3. Well, they have Clark as a second. I had him with 2 in the. It showed him a 2 in the first half. Okay, so yeah, he got him 3 too. So we're going to treat it right now as if he has 3. But Clark 3, Owens 3, Conway with 4. As now that's Stutz that has it, and they call a foul on Owens. That's going to be his 4th. So now number 30, Lynch, will check in. Out will go Owens for Ashland. So Owens and Conway on the bench with 4 right now. For Ashland, it's Neal, Smith, Lynch, Clark, and Hughes. As Lawfer has it on the wing for Paintsville. He's guarded by Smith. He's had the hard hand for him. Lawfer goes in, and they're going to call another foul. So Ashland with 3 quick fouls to start the fourth quarter. They call that one on Neal. That's going to be Neal's third. So Neal with 3. I'm losing track, folks. Neal with 3. Owens with 4. We've got Clark with 3. Conway with 4. That's going to stay with Paintsville here in the fourth. So Ashland with 3 quick fouls already. Remember, there is a bonus situation if the team hits 5. So now that's going to give Paintsville a little edge. As now that's going to be number 0, Helton, up top against Neal. He's going to drive, give it over to number 11, Schutz, and back up top. Lawfer's going to drive. He's going to score. Lawfer now, Anderson Lawfer has 25 for the Tigers. It's 56-50 Ashland with 6:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. Neal's going to drive in, post up Lawfer, and get fouled. Lawfer will pick that one up. I don't think he was in any kind of foul trouble, though. That's going to be his first, actually, the team's second. So a full timeout called by Ashland. It's 56-50. Tomcats leading here at Paintsville. 6:35 to go in the fourth. We'll be right back.
Earn more with 4 at the best community bank in the Kanawha Valley, Poca Valley Bank. Poca Valley Bank is now offering a certificate of deposit special, 10-month APY, annual percentage yield 4%. Take advantage of this great rate to grow your savings. For more information, stop by one of the 8 Poca Valley Bank locations today. Poca Valley Bank, where relationships matter.
Certain terms and conditions apply. Rates based on minimum annual percentage yield, subject to change without notice. Minimum deposit required of $10,000 of new money not currently on deposit with Poca Valley Bank to receive APY. Member FDIC.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back. It's 56-50 start here with 6:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Right now, foul trouble for the Tomcats. That's I have Owens with 4, Conway with 4, Neal with 3, Clark with 3. And now, as that's going to be inbounded, Clark with it. Up top, he gives it over to Lynch, who drives, kicks it out to Hughes. He attacks inside through a double team and scores. Hughes with 10, I believe 8 of them in this half. And it's 58-50 Tomcats with 6:20 to go in the fourth. Stutz has it up top. Stutz has it, gives it over to number 0, Helton. Back over to number 11, Schutz, and he drives inside. Goes out, and a foul on Clark. That's going to be his fourth. So Clark with 4, Conway with 4, Owens with 4. As Owens now coming in, and Clark will go to the bench momentarily. 6:12 to go in the fourth. It's 58-50 Ashland. As each team with 3 timeouts remaining, the possession arrow is with Paintsville at the time being. 6:12 to go here in the fourth. It's lobbed in, taken away by Neal. I have 13 Paintsville turnovers. Neal the other way. He goes up through traffic and misses a shot. Rebound goes to Owens. He goes up and gets fouled. And that foul's going to go against, that will go against number 22, Colton Short, who hit that half-court heave at the end of the first quarter. That's his first. And now Owens will go to the free throw line for 2. So Owens will go up, and he'll hit the first. Elijah Owens, who had a bucket earlier, is number 1. Woods checking back in for Paintsville, as is number 15, Tucker Hale. Out will go Short and Sloan. Woods, take note, the big man with 4 fouls in there. Owens goes up and misses a second shot. Tomcats, I think they're 9. I'm going to double check. I think 9 of 14 tonight. That'd be about 64% from the line. As now that's going to be up top. That's going to be Hale with it. Over to number 0, Helton. Back over to Schutz on the far side. Over to Hale at midcourt. Helton on the wing. They go inside to Wood. Back out. Hale's open. His three's off the front rim. Rebound to Lynch. He goes down court. Owens to the bucket. Tried to throw it down, and Hale fouled him. And that's going to be the 4th team foul on Paintsville, so neither team has a foul to give. 5:31 to go in the fourth quarter. All right, we may have a lot of free throws shot by the end of this one. That's going to be the second foul on Tucker Hale. As Owens now, and Ashland has turned this game the second half. I feel like they've turned this into a track meet. And right now, Ashland it's odd because Paintsville has gone way deeper into their bench, but Ashland's athleticism standing out as Owens hits both of them here. They're taking an 11-point lead, but Ashland's athleticism shining in the fourth. The Tomcats go to a 2-3 zone. Hale up top at 61-50 Ashland. Jumper by Schutz. It goes in and out and back out. Rebound Woods. He goes up and gets his 11th point. Schutz only a freshman. He's going to be good as Neal drives inside. Hook pass to Hughes. Gives it back out to Owens. He drives in, misses a shot, but Owens there to get the rebound, but they're going to say he was on the line. I don't know about that one. Again, my angle. Ashland fans not happy, but 5 minutes to go. It's going to be Paintsville's ball. Ashland leading 61-52 as Hale has it at midcourt. He's guarded by Owens and Smith. Back over to number 11, Schutz at midcourt. Over to Hale on the wing. He drives in, feeds it to Lawfer. He kicks it out to Helton for an open 3. Missed it. It's tipped out. I think that went off. No, that went off Paintsville. So that's going to go back to the Tomcats. 4:42 remaining right now. Each team with 3 timeouts. Both teams in the bonus. Each team with 4 fouls. Possession arrow is with Paintsville. As now Neal will take it against Lawfer. 4:36 to go here in the second half. Neal directing traffic. Paintsville in a man-to-man. Neal attacks Lawfer. They double him, and they're going to say a jump ball situation. That's going to give it back to Paintsville. I believe the 12th Tomcat turnover now. 4:27 remaining, and Paintsville will have the ball. They trail Ashland by 9. Paintsville scored the first 11 of this one. As Hale at the top of the line gives it over to Lawfer. His three's good. Lawfer now with 28. Anderson Lawfer. Quick timeout. Ashland down, leading by 6. We'll be right back.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland.
True style is never ordinary, and at True Soul Boutique, it never has to be. Let your true soul shine as you explore a hand-picked, thoughtfully curated collection of one-of-a-kind pieces you won't find anywhere else. True Soul Boutique, daringly you, always true. A personally curated boutique right in the heart of downtown Huntington. Visit True Soul at 905 4th Avenue, a personally curated boutique.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
61-55 Tomcats. They have the basketball. 4:19 to go. Owens drives up, steps back. Ooh, took a rush to three and missed it. Woods with the rebound. Hale down court over to Lawfer on the wing. Back up to Hale at midcourt. And they get it into Helton. Down to Woods underneath, who's wide open. Thought someone was there, and he missed a gimme. We lucked out on that one as Neal goes coast to coast, slays it up and in. Elijah Neal with, I believe, at 23. I have him at. Hale brings it, gives it over to Lawfer. He's going to drive around. Ashland staying in that 2-3. Over to Schutz, back over to Lawfer. He drives inside, feeds it to Woods, back to Lawfer, and he's going to get the bucket. Lawfer with 30. He averaged 13.3 points per game last season. And he has 30 of Paintsville's 57 points right now as they trail Ashland by 6. Hughes for the triple, and it's off. Deflected out, though, and Neal will get it. He goes against Woods. Reverse lay-in is good. Neal with 25. 65-57. Ashland lead. 3:12 to go in this one. The Tomcats also have the possession arrow. Lawfer drives inside, spins, and the fifth foul. And now that's going to go against, let's see, they're going to call that on, they called it on Smith. Yeah, that's going to be Smith's first. So they thought it was River that got that, but that's going to be Smith. So Lawfer to the line for two. He's going to miss the first one. Or Paintsville I have at 4 for, let's see. Yeah, I have Paintsville actually at 7 for 12. And with one more coming up for Lawfer. He's going to, no, that one's going to bounce back in. Lawfer at 31, 65-58 Ashland lead, 3:05 to go. Clark now running the point for the Tomcats. Back to Neal at midcourt. He's guarded by Lawfer. Neal turns on the Jets, kicks it to the corner for a three. Smith three, in and out. Woods tips it to Lawfer, and he's running. 3-on-2 the other way, inside to Hale. Blocked by Ashland, but it goes out. It's going to stay with Paintsville. Bonner instructing the team. Paintsville have it, 2:49 to go. It's 65-58, Ashland leading. Both teams in the bonus now as Woods posts up. He's going to be doubled, finds an open man in the corner, three's up and off. Neal has it. Owens 1-on-none the other way for the jam. Owens with 7, 67-58 Ashland lead. 2:33 to go here in this one. Paintsville had a good look, and fortunately for us it didn't fall. Lawfer steps back out, misses the three. That one goes out, and it goes back to Ashland. So now Clark will inbound. I just feel like this second half, Ashland has just come and turned this into a track meet. As Neal, guarded by Lawfer, fades it inside. Wide open is Clark, and he's going to lay it in. 15 for Caleb Clark. 69-58 Ashland, 2:10 remaining, and Lynch is going to pick up a foul. So right now, that's going to be Lynch's first. That's going to send to the line. That's going to send Lawfer, number 3. He went 1 for 2 a moment ago. Anderson Lawfer. I have 24, 28. Yep, 31 for Lawfer. Double checked. Lawfer's a big guard, too, as he hits the first free throw. I mean, he's big, has a real physical build, and he does a good job, I think, using his body to make spaces. He does 32 now. 69-59, Ashland leading, and Lawfer's going to miss the second, but Woods under there to get it, along with his 13th point. Neal, he goes inside, drives, and it's deflected out of bounds. That's going to stay with the Tomcats. Neal to inbound from underneath. 69-61 Ashland, 2:01 to go. Neal looking. He lobs it back to Smith. And Smith's going to get called by an offside. Smith, he sure did. He put his elbow, threw his elbow out and turned it over to the Tomcats. Ashland turning it over. Unusual amount. I'm at 13 now. Lawfer, guarded by Smith, gives it over to, on the high wing to, gives it over to Sloan and back up to Meeks. Meeks guarded by Neal. They go inside to Woods. He's doubled. He turns around, scores, and they're going to call Clark for blocking. So, wow. I don't know about that. Clark went down to take a charge. They held the whistle for a second, and then Woods was wide open in there, but that's going to mean so Clark's going to come out. That's his 5th. So Clark's fouled out, and Woods will have a chance to get one more. He has 15. He was a 70% free throw shooter last season, and he makes that one. So it's a 5-point game. Ashland leading 69-64. Paintsville on a 6-0 run with 1:35 to go. Neal, it's deflected out. Thought he was fouled from behind, and it's turned over. Lawfer down the court, puts it up. It's going to roll in. 34 for Anderson Lawfer. Neal down court. Guarded by Helton. Neal double team. And Bonner calls timeout. We're going to keep it here. 1:17 to go. An 8-0 run by the Tigers. They lead Ashland 69-66. A full timeout call. But right now, Neal leading the way for the Tomcats. I have Neal at 18, 21, 25 for Neal. Clark has 14. So Caleb Clark talking foul trouble. Clark is fouled out of the game. I have him out. I have Owens with 4. Caleb Conway has 4. Neal has 3. So that's the foul trouble at the moment. For Paintsville, though, they have quite a bit themselves. Woods, number 1 at their center. Woods has 4. I have number 0, Helton with 3. And number 11, Schutz with 3 right now. So 23 seconds to go. The timeout. That's a couple minutes left to play, but Ashland has the possession arrow. Both teams are in the bonus. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining at the moment. But Clark has 15 on the night. Smith has 9, Hughes 10, Owens 7 for the Tomcats. Conway hit a 3. Only 2 threes tonight for Ashland. They've done a pretty good job sealing that off tightly, but also Ashland's had some good looks they missed. But like I said, Ashland has spent this whole night attacking the lane and trying to get in and trying to get into the lane, trying to draw fouls, and haven't really shot a lot of 3-pointers. Neal will inbound, and he's looking, finds Smith. He drives inside. He's going to be doubled and fouled. So Drew Smith will go to the free throw line for 2. That foul will go against number 12, Sloan of Paintsville. That's going to be his first. It's on the line out for Paintsville. It's number 0, Helton, number 12, Sloan, number 1, Woods, number 3, Walker's out there as Smith will miss the first free throw. Tomcats just missing some key shots from there tonight. They missed 6 of them. One more coming up for Drew Smith. And the second one, that's going to roll in. Smith with 10. Now, that one barely rolled in. 70-66 Ashland. Paintsville on an 8-1 run. 1:08 to go here in the second half. Lawfer over to Meeks in the far corner, guarded by Lynch. Ashland in a man-to-man. They go inside to Woods. He's going to lose the handle, and body swat. Woods comes out. No, it's taken away by Neal, and he's going to get called for. Are they calling that a foul? They are. They're calling Neal for his 4th foul. Wow. Neal he lost control, and Ashland they were fighting for the ball. So now Woods will go to the line. He's going to have 2 coming up for Paintsville. And he goes the first. Woods with 17. One more coming up now for Brock Woods. As Ashland leads 70-67, 55 seconds to go, and the second one is good. Woods with 18, 70-68 Tomcats. Drew Smith has it against Meeks in the backcourt. Smith brings it up, Meeks deflects it, and loses the handle. He hits the floor. Owens drives in and scores. Bailed out more on that one, but Smith lost the handle. It went right into Owens' hands. He drove it 72-68 Tomcats. 36 seconds to go. Sloan against Owens. Drives, cut off, feeds it into Woods. He goes against Hughes, and they're going to call a foul. Hughes he shot it, nearly made it. And that's going to be Neal's fourth. Or no, I'm sorry, they're going to call that against Lynch. That's going to be his second. So that's going to be the second foul on River Lynch, and that's going to send Woods to the line for two more, and he's in a rhythm. The first one's going to roll in. Brock Woods with 19. He's going to have one more. So Woods for Paintsville, 30.5 seconds left. Ashland up 3. Woods has the second shot, and that one rolls out, but it's rebounded by Meeks. Throws it in, but River Lynch there to get it. Tried to throw it off Lynch, and now Neal has it. He's fouled by Lawfer. 24.7 seconds left. And that's going to be a foul on Lawfer. So now Neal to go to the line for two. 72-69, Ashland leading. 24.7 seconds left. Neal's first shot is good. Second shot for Neal. It's 73-69 Ashland. 24.7 seconds to go. Neal looking, and Neal's been the guy getting it done for the Tomcats tonight. He's going to miss that one. Seventh free throw missed tonight for the Tomcats. 20 seconds to go. Sloan has it. He drives in, gives it out to Lawfer. He goes to the bucket and lays it in. So Paintsville calls timeout. We're going to keep it here. 16 seconds to go. 73-71 Ashland. So right now, and it's been Lawfer the whole way. I believe 35, if I'm correct, he has. Here with 58 seconds to go. Ashland, who started out trailing 11-0 to Paintsville, they would claw their way back in slowly over the course of the first half. They cut it to 15-9 at one point. Paintsville, though, would build it out to 21-9 to end the first. Ashland would cut the lead to 30-28 to end the half. Then at the start the second, it was a track meet practically. Ashland, it would be back and forth. Ashland, though, would take their first lead at 49-46 off of a Drew Smith three. It would extend that lead to 53-48, and it looked like the Ashland was going to take control. They took a double-digit lead at 61-50, and then their biggest lead is tied at 69-58. But Paintsville would go on an 8-0 run as Ashland just, I know it is what it is. There have been, I try to keep professional on the officiating. That I can't tonight. I cannot. This is just wow. But at the same time, the officials didn't miss 7 free throws, or they didn't turn the ball over 13 times. Ashland has had some plays tonight that were not, some tough plays. It's Hughes will inbound, Paintsville pressing. 16 seconds left. It's thrown in. Neal has it, and he's going to lob it down court. Caught by Smith. He's fouled, and they blow the whistle. Finally, they get him. As now Smith is going to go to the line for 2 shots with 11.4 seconds to go. Remember, Caleb Clark is fouled out of the game for Ashland. Neal and Owens both have 4, as does Conway. Smith has 2 coming up, and he's going to hit the first. So Drew Smith now with 11. He's going to have 1 more. Ashland up 74-71, 11.4 seconds to go. Ashland has 2 timeouts remaining. Paintsville with 1. Possession now with the Tomcats, and Smith hits the second. 75-71. Ashland's going to take a timeout. We'll take it too. We'll be right back here on 97.9 The River.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're back. 11.4 seconds to go. Ashland up 75-71. Paintsville ball. Paintsville is in the bonus. The possession arrow is with Ashland. As now Ashland picking up full court. Sloan has it at 10, at 9. He goes against Neal, gives it back to Lawfer at 6, at 5. Lawfer cuts off. Sloan's open for 3. Hits it at 2, or 1.5. So we'll keep it here at 75-74. Ashland in the lead. So now that the Tomcats calling timeout, but we're gonna keep it here, and this is their last one, if I'm correct. So now 1.5 seconds to go. Ashland will have the basketball as Sloan hits a 3, number 12 for Paintsville. That's Preston Sloan, a 5'10 junior, gets his 5th point. But right now, again, Ashland just has to get the ball in, hang on to it. Okay, so it's going to go back to 2. So it's going to be at 2 seconds. So 2 seconds left in the game. So 2 seconds they're going to bring it back up to. So now Hughes will inbound it as it's 75-74. Ashland leading and just has to get the ball in. They'll probably get fouled, though, but if they can get some space, could run the clock out. Hughes looking, gets it into Lynch, and okay, that was the last timeout Bonner call. I thought they used the last, but nobody was open, so now Ashland taking that was their last timeout, my mistake, as the Tomcats up by 1 with 2 seconds left. Coach Bonner drawing up him and Coach Troy Lee Thomas diagramming the play for Ashland here with 2 seconds left. They're going to have it. The situation, if Ashland gets fouled, they will be they're in the bonus, so that will be the way it goes. They'll be in the bonus. Paintsville is also in the bonus, but Ashland right now, if they get fouled, will go to the free throw line for 2 more and may deliberately miss that second one. We would see, but Paintsville, Ashland right now has the possession arrow in their favor if it comes to that. So now the Tomcats line up. Paintsville, no doubt, looking to try to steal that inbounds pass. And Hughes will come out on the far left side to inbound. And they're going to tight, and now whistles blow. Well, they sure what that was. Whistles blow. Now they're going to play. Hughes will inbound. And Ashland, they get it into Neal. And he foul him. It's fouled at the 0.9 seconds left. And I believe that was Lawfer that got him. So Neal's going to have 2 coming up. That's going to be the 3rd on Lawfer. So now Neal's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Hard to believe, only 2 threes for the Tomcats in this game. I believe if I'm correct. And Neal at the first, he's going to hit that. 1 more coming up for Neal.
No foul.
He has 27. I have him out. 76-74 Ashland. .9 seconds left. The second shot, he deliberately misses. Meeks gets it, heaves it down court, but there's not enough on it. And Ashland will walk out with a big win, 76-74 over Paintsville, a team that was 19-9 last season, returned their top 3 leading scorers. What a win for the Tomcats. And it's a very good 15th region program that has a chance to, they're good enough to, they're a Rupp type of team you would see at Rupp Arena. We're going to take a break and come back shortly. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the Better Bank, located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Ashland picks up a 76-74 win over Paintsville on the road as they come in, and Elijah Neal has 28 points for the Tomcats, leading the way. As it's him, and then looking through my numbers, I have Drew Smith with 12. I believe 10 of it came in the second half. Then Caleb Clark, who fouled out, finished with 13. Owens finished with 9. Let's see, Hughes had 10, and Conway had a 3. It was Anderson Lawfer doing the majority of the damage, as he had, well, I'm doing my official calculating, getting Bonner's mic set up here, but what a, wow, I mean, 36 I had him at. I'm going to make sure. 10, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, 36 unofficially, but Anderson Lawfer in the first game for Paintsville, who falls to 0-1, led the way with 36. Brock Woods for them finished with 19. So outside of those two, Parker Helton hit 2 threes early in the game. Colton Short hit a 3. He had 4. Preston Sloan finished with 5, including a big 3 late. Schutz had 2. Meeks had 2 for the Tigers. So, meanwhile, for the Tomcats, I had them at 13 turnovers, and then I had Paintsville at 12 unofficially, but I'm sure there'll probably be an adjustment to that. But just had a hard time. This game started out when Paintsville would score the first 11. The Ashland just couldn't buy a bucket early, and it took about 5 minutes for the Tomcats to get on the board. They would trail at the end of one, 21-9, which was the biggest lead for Paintsville when Colton Short, number 22, hit a half-court shot at the buzzer. And then, but the Tomcats would claw their way back. They would outscore Paintsville 19-9 in the second. The third quarter was, again, which established the tempo of the game. It turned into a track meet as the Tomcats, it would go back and forth, although Ashland never led. But when it was tied at 46, Drew Smith would hit a big three to make it 49-46, giving the Tomcats their first lead. I felt like Justin Hughes helped get the Tomcats a couple buckets off the drive, and that made it 53-48. I felt that was a big turning point of the second half. Meanwhile, the Tomcats would continue to battle. They'd go ahead. They'd take their biggest lead at 69-58 before Paintsville would go on an 11-0 run, or an 8-0 run, to make it 69-66. Ashland would get a bucket from Elijah Owens as Paintsville cut it to 2. He'd make it 72-68, and they did just enough to fend Paintsville off at the end. Ashland would go up 75-71 before number 12, Preston Sloan, would hit a three. Then after that, Ashland got the ball in with 2 seconds to go to Elijah Neal, who made the first free throw, deliberately missing the second, and ended up sealing the win for Ashland, 76-74. I'm going to go through free throws because the Tomcats, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. So the Tomcats at 18 of 26 in that department. So better than I thought on the first hand. And again, one of those was deliberately missed, but better than I thought. The Tomcats 18 of 26 from the free throw line, 69%. Meanwhile, Paintsville, I had 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 of, have them at 10 of 15 for 67%. So pretty close to, Ashland shot 73% from the line last season. Paintsville shot 70.6 in that department. So, pretty close overall, but still was a bit of a struggle at times for the Tomcats. They missed 3 in the first half from the line, but not a lot of threes taken in this game. I don't recall. I wouldn't be surprised if Ashland averaged 9 threes per game last season. They made 2 tonight. And Smith had 1 in the second half. Conway had 1 in the first half, and that was it. The Tomcats did, and I don't even know if they attempted 9 threes. I'd be shocked, quite frankly, if they attempted 5. They spent this game trying to attack Paintsville on the interior. A bit of a different type game for Ashland. They attacked the paint a lot. There wasn't usually that signature ball movement there tonight. They tried to go into the paint. Paintsville had some big bodies in there. Woods, who had some length, and they had a good team for sure in there. But Ashland able to prevail 76-74. And we're going to take a break here shortly and come back. We'll have Coach Bonner on here on 97.9 The River.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text? Online loan payments? Even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located 230 16th Street in Ashland. They serve old-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls controls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Text help for help. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications that are all over the news, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie, and if you qualify, you can get medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1s at 80 to 90% savings without insurance, all 100% online.
Wait, I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No long wait at the doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide and tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, for 80 to 90% less and shipped direct to your door.
Amazing. How do I get started?
Just send them a text.
Text SLIM to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic for 80 to 90% less, 100% online. Don't wait. Text SLIM to 797979 right now for your exclusive offer. Text SLIM to 797979. That's SLIM to 797979.
These statements and products have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA for weight loss.
I'm here with Chris from Christopher's Eats, and Chris, it's never too early to start planning holiday parties.
Yeah, absolutely. Big or small, we've got you covered. We'd love to host your holiday gatherings. Reach out now and lock in your date before the calendar fills up.
I've seen your second floor space. It's perfect for friends, family, or even office parties.
And our team can even bring the party to you.
Oh, you can cater it. Christopher's makes it really easy. Call Christopher's Eats today to reserve your holiday party. Route 16 Huntington, online at christopherseats.com.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
And we're back here on 97.9 The River. It's 76-74. Ashland Tomcat victory over the Paintsville Tigers. Paintsville, who finished 19-9 last season, returning their top three leading scorers. And I'm with Tomcat head coach Ryan Bonner. And, oh, wow, what a ride.
Man, we knew our program is seasoned enough at this point that we knew what we were getting ourselves into coming here on opening night. We knew the environment that it was going to be. We knew the adversity that we were going to face. And to be quite honest with you, that first quarter played out about exactly how I thought it would. But we did such a good job. The first thing I want to do is acknowledge our bench. Because I really thought that we got in some very early foul trouble. I mean, we were in foul trouble the whole game, but we got in foul trouble really, really early, and we went to our bench, and not only did they just sustain, they elevated us, and we were able to weather that storm there in the first half, and I think we went into halftime maybe down 2 or tied or up 2. I can't really. Yeah. So we were right there, and that's why I'm so big on culture in your program, because your culture comes to the surface when you face adversity, and it could have been very easy for our guys to just wilt and give in, and we walk out of here with a 15-point loss, but we kept fighting. Kind of a bend but don't break mentality, and we just kept chipping away at it. I thought we made plays at very timely times. I thought our guard play was exceptional in the second half, and we did a really good job at getting to the rim, which we were getting there in the first half. We just weren't finishing. I don't know if we had to adjust to the physicality, or we did some things to try to pull that big away from the rim in the second half. I think that helped us, but most important thing, man, I was really pleased with our fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we had at halftime, I think it was, let's see, I think there was Owens had 2. Clark had, I think, 2 or 3. Conway had 4, and we had another one. I think Neal had 2. So Conway with 4. I mean, Conway had a big 3. Only 2 threes tonight. They seem to really attack and try to shut off that 3-point line.
Yeah, I think based on their scout on us, they were going to sell out on taking away the 3, specifically Drew Smith. And with our personnel, I think last year's team might have been in trouble a little bit had that been the case. But what's really good about this year's team is we got 5 guys that can all get to the rim. And if you want to take away our 3s, take away our 3s, but just know that we're going to be shooting layups. And, and we play fast enough and we play with enough tempo and create enough turnovers that we can make those points back. This team doesn't live and die by the 3, which is one of the things I love about this team. And again, just our activity at the right times. It was magic.
Let's talk about CeCe a little bit. It's Caleb Clark, the Cumberland commit.
Yes.
And he had 13 points and fouled out of the game, but made some big contributions to the team.
He made some huge plays down the stretch, and Caleb Clark has one of the toughest jobs in our locker room. Almost every night he's got to guard the other team's biggest player. I thought he battled toe-to-toe with Brock Woods, who I think is a phenomenal player. Strong, physical. Obviously he rebounds it well. And that's another, when you talk about the adversity phase, we probably got killed on the glass tonight, but Caleb Clark helped us get rebounds when we needed them. And that goes back to that bend but don't break mentality. Just get the ones you got to get. And Caleb he's got a fighter spirit, and I think our team takes on that spirit.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit going into because you mentioned how you expected kind of that sluggish start. We're down 11-0, about 5 minutes in. We claw back. It's 15-9, and then Paintsville goes on a little run. And to make matters worse, Colton Short hits a great shot from half court.
Yeah,
I felt like that. Kind of backed off him a little bit with a couple seconds left, but then he hits that shot. We're down 21-9 after one. What are you telling the team?
We at that point, our message was we just got to stack together some stops, and we wanted to do that with our pressure. And again, shots weren't going in; they were taking away the three. So we hopped in that 1-2-2 to try to create some chaos defensively, and that turned into some easy buckets for us, and that kind of got us going. And then I also thought our 2-3 zone was very effective in the first half. They did a really good job of getting the ball to the Lawford kid in the high post there in the second half, and he heard us going one-on-one. But our zone and our 1-2-2 really was what got us back in it in the first half, and we did that with three players off the bench, 2 of which were freshmen. So that's another huge positive is those guys really rose to the occasion, especially our bench play in the first half.
Yeah, Lawford, who had nearly triple his scoring average from last year, I had him at 36, and Neal finishing with 28. And talk about that second half as it sort of seesawed. We didn't take our first lead until Drew Smith hit that 3 to make it 49-46, and it felt like there when Hughes got a couple buckets, and when Ashland went up 53-48, they called timeout, and you can feel the shift in momentum. Was it the goal of the second half to try to turn it into a track meet type game?
Yeah, absolutely, and because that's who we are. But I won't say too much on the radio, but Justin Hughes and I had a little heart-to-heart in the locker room at halftime, and my message to him was, everybody in this locker room knows what you are capable of doing and what you're capable of being. All right? Now you got to believe in yourself. And, I think a light bulb went off for him because he made some tremendous plays at the rim in the second half that helped flip the game for us. I think the last bucket that he hit was when Landon burnt that timeout there when we went up 53-48. But these moments and this is why we do this, because we're trying to figure out this team and we're trying to learn about these guys, and that's what you gain from playing a game like this and playing an opponent like this. You're going to find something out about your team, and you're also going to find out how your team handles adversity. And if there's one thing I was proud of, it was the way they handled the adversity of the whole game tonight.
Yeah, because they get up, they continue to build on that lead, and they took their biggest. The biggest lead came at 69-58, and just when you think it's under control, then Paintsville makes a little run.
Yeah,
a couple things don't go our way, and they cut the lead to 69-66, and then after that, it's kind of like just trying to keep it to where. trying to hang on and get out of here with a W.
Yeah.
What was your mentality when they cut the lead back to 3? What was your strategy?
Well, we just offensively we wanted to keep the floor spread, and we wanted to keep Woods away from the rim, We wanted to pull him away from the rim, keep the floor spaced, and just continue to attack the rim and either score a layup or get to the free throw line. I know that Drew Smith was probably frustrated because of the way he was being guarded, but let's face it, he's probably going to see that 30 more times this year. And he did some things very unselfishly to open up the floor for us to get our guys to the basket, and specifically to pull that big away from the rim that created some really nice, easy opportunities for us. But when it gets to the nitty-gritty, 3-point ball game, you're on the road, 2 minutes to go. At that point, it's all about composure. You just got to be poised. You can't lose your cool. When things get tough, you pull together. You don't pull apart. And our guys did a phenomenal job of that. And what better way to kick off our season than a game like that? Because these are the types of games that prepare you for March.
Mm-hmm. And next up, we have another road, which we're gonna have a lot of road games. I mean, we're going to use me say that a lot on the road next, but in particular, I have a back-to-back Friday night against Fairview and Saturday against Lloyd Memorial. But Fairview, who I see lost to Elliott County on the road tonight, but we'll be playing them next up Friday.
Fairview on Friday and then on the road, and then a very good Lloyd Memorial team Saturday on the road at Fort Thomas Highlands. It doesn't, there's no let up, and we schedule that by design, and again, we want to create a lot of adversity, and I think you find out who you are as a team when you're kind of thrust into adverse moments. And like I keep saying, man, I thought our guys handled it really, really well. I mean, when we got down 21-9, there was no finger pointing, there was no yelling at each other, cursing, doing silly stuff. There was no finger pointing. It was just, hey, we're going to be all right. Let's figure this out. And like I said, our bench did a really good job of helping us weather that storm.
That's awesome. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for coming on, and be sure to tune in Friday night. We'll have the Tomcats coming for you here at 7:30. They will be playing on the road. It will be a district game at Fairview. We want to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to Lowell Austin on the switchboard. Also, thank you to Big John at the station. Thank you to Paul Swan as well. And we want to say God bless you all. Good night, everybody, here from Paintsville High School.